colouring with Amy. Hope all is well. Firstly, I want to say I'm really sorry. I've not been around much the last 3 weeks. We've had a half-term holiday. I've had to take and do things on my normal recording night. So it's been a bit tricky to record content, but I'm hoping I'll be back with a little bit more this month, but we shall see. I can't put the pressure on myself. You know, sometimes you just got to look after yourself. I'm sure you'll understand. So we're going to start I'm recording, start again. I am recording my completed pages for February. I don't think I'm going to get any more completed now before the end of the month. So I've had a good month colouring, actually. I've really enjoyed myself, and in the main I'm really, really happy with everything that I've done, which doesn't always happen, I have to say. So February, I'm at about 1,658 subscribers, which is 60 more new subscribers this month. So hello, thank you everyone who subscribed in February. Nice to see you, welcome. I hope you're liking what you're seeing. Always comment, always happy to see your comments. Any suggestions, if you want to do a body colour, etc. Always wonderful to hear from everybody. Hashtags, I think I've done about 14 this month, give or take. And I think I've done around 15 pages, but we shall see. Right, so first one is a whip, which I started yesterday. Really, this one just caught my attention. I'm liking the rainbow dust in the bottle. I'm liking this at the top of the bottle. I've decided the bottle is going to be an iridescent paint, watercolour paint, just haven't got there yet. And I think the background is going to be an iridescent acrylic. But I might do watercolour because I do want to get better at watercolour, so we'll have to see. But that's my whip in Hannah Carson's Magical Dawn. So let's get to it. I've got a big pile of books here. So this one I completed yesterday, and this is from Christine Caron's Fairy and Fantasy 3. This is only the second picture I've done in this book, and I'm so pleased with how this one's turned out. I think the skin tone's a little bit too light, so I need to make that a bit bolder. It looks nice in my camera and what I can see, but I think when it's on camera it looks almost as though I've not coloured it at all, so I need to do a little bit better with that. But this was all coloured with Black Widow pencils, and I kept quite a limited colour palette, purple and yellow, and I just really like everything about it. So yeah, so the pencil work is all Black Widows. There is a little bit of I don't know if you can pick that up on camera, Sakura Jelly Roll Stardust on kind of under highlights under her eyebrows and on her cheeks. There is some Winter and Newton iridescent medium on the wings, and on the mushroom. Then the belt is Sakura Jelly Roll Stardust and Pentel Jewel Hybrid. The centre of the flowers is Pentel Jewel Hybrid. Then the background is actually Distress Ink. I think it's milled lavender, scattered straw, something velvet, can't remember, pink velvet maybe. And this is sage green on the bottom. I did spray it with water, and then I actually got out my Enchanted Shimmer acrylic paint to make it a bit sparkly in the background, and that's the white colour I got out. So I really like it. I just think it's really soft, but I have noticed I tend to go for pastel-y type colours. My last one was pretty much very similar, but I really like the contrast with the red hair and the purple flowers. Like I said, just needs to be a bit bolder with skin tone, but I like the way the skin tones turned out from what I can see. So yeah, so that was Christine Caron's Fairy and Fantasy 3. So as you know from my Colouring Goals 2024, if you watched that, I'm concentrating on or focusing on 4 artists this year. This book I want to complete. So Hannah Lynn, Erie, Kirby Rosanne and Johanna Basford. So I've done 4, I think it's 3 or 4, Hannah Lynn, 3. 3 Hannah Lynns this month, but not all in this book. So I did Alice in Wonderland, but this is probably one I'm not overly happy with. So this is Alice in Wonderland. I think I'm not overly happy with it because it's a really, really busy picture. And I had a hard time trying to work out what was what. Like, I couldn't work out where the end of this cat was, but I think I've got it right. And yeah, I'm happy with Alice. Again, skin tone I think I need to be a little bit bolder with and deeper with, but that takes practice and a little bit more confidence that I have with skin tones at the minute. So this was coloured with Arteza Everblend, alcohol markers with Arteza Expert. Or is it? May have been Black Widows over the top, actually. I think it may have been Black Widows. Yes, actually. Arteza Everblend alcohol markers with Black Widows over the top, which I don't normally do. I normally do Arteza Expert over the top. Posca pen, so I went over some of the lines. And then some Chromatech glitter gel pen for the border. And some, this was a Sakura jelly roll for like his little trumpet or bugle, the White Rabbit. So I like it, but it's not my favourite of the month, I have to say. You know, I like the skin tone, although I think it could be bolder. I like the way I've done her dress. That's got some metallic bits on the frilly bits. But yeah, I found that one quite difficult, and I don't normally find it difficult. So that's just one in there. Then I fancied something from Angela Gonzalez, Happy Cat Sweet Colours, and I hadn't done anything in these for a while. And I did this really, really cute Valentine's page. What did I do this with? So Arteza Everblend alcohol markers I used to base most of the things. Then I used Arteza Expert on the top. Posca pen. Use that for the wings, to go over the black lines in the wings. Enchanted Shimmer, I use that to go over the wings and give it a bit of a shimmer there. And I use that in the eyes as well, actually. Don't know if you can see that. Pentel Dual Hybrid to make these little things red. I had a lot of fun with this, and then I also used Spectrum Noir glitter brush pens for this banner. I used 2 different colours. They're really sparkly, can be quite difficult to use, but I did quite like it, and then I added Love in the bottom. I think this is just really cute. Really liked it. Had fun with it, and I didn't do the traditional red heart, I went for pink. So that's that. Angela Gonzalez, Happy Cats, Sweet Colours. Then this is one of my favourites of the month. Rita Berman's Mine and Risa, Dirk, Africa. I think this is only the 2nd or 3rd page I've done in this book. I really need to be doing more because I love it. I had a blast with this page. I never expected it to come out like this. Right, so I need to find out what I use because I cannot remember. Normally Arteza Expert for... Arteza Expert pencils. And that was from the kind of the buildings, the animals, the huts, probably the fields and the trees. Then I used ink tents for the kind of backgroundy bits of each kind of wallpaper part. So the sky, and the sky. Posca pens for some highlights and the stars. Pentel Dual Hybrid, and that's predominantly on the buildings in the top. Enchanted Shimmer, which is on, it's probably why I used it a lot this month. That's on the sea in the top. Stickles, again, in these bits in the top. But I absolutely love the way this turned out. Really, really happy with it. I had a bit of bleed through, which is a bit of a shame, because I used... my Spectrum Noir glitter brush pens, and I went a bit crazy, and yeah, they bled through to the opposite page. I should be able to cover it up, I would imagine, and it's not that bad. But yeah, I really love this. Yeah, there's Spectrum Noir glitter brush pens there, but I didn't go as crazy on that part. But I really, really love the way this turned out. I'm really, really happy with it. Really vibrant. yeah, had a lot of fun. And that is what it's all about, in my opinion. So that was my Rita Berman fix for February. Then I did, my Johanna Basford page. So I've done one, I think I've done 2 this month. And I did this. Really, I loved this page. This cute shelf page in small victories. Absolutely loved this. Arteza, actually, I love the Arteza Expert in this book. The paper's much smoother, I think, than any of her other books. And they just love working on this paper. They blend like butter. So Arteza Expert Posca for this like snow globy type thing. Chromatech glitter gel pens, and there's probably glitter gel pens on most bits each individual picture. There's definitely some on the crown. There's definitely some on the windows, on the roof. Bits on this little embroidered thing on the key. So there's something on everything. I made the shelves all the same. And then it just reminded me of a child's bedroom. I think probably mainly from this picture. So I thought the star washi tape just finished it off. And I didn't really want to do a background either. So yeah, I love this. Absolutely love it. I think it's this. I mean, I love both the pages I've done in here so far. I've done this one and I've done that one now. So I love this book. I really love it. And I'm really looking forward to doing more. So that was Johanna Basford Small Victories. Then I finished my first one in Gnome Sweet Gnome. I did start one for Christmas, but it's a whip, and it'll be a whip until next December because it's a Christmas page. So I did a Valentine's page, and I did this one. And again, I had a blast with this. I was going to say it's Arteza Everblend, but it isn't. It's Winsor & Newton Pro markers, and they're alcohol markers. Then it's Arteza Expert pencils over the top for shading. Is that right? Yeah. Lots of Pentel Dual Hybrid. It's like the centre of the flowers, the butterflies in her hat. What else? I did lots of acrylic paint pens, so the flowers have got acrylic paint pen around them. All of the flowers, I think, have had their black lines blocked out. The leaves. I loved this page. I think it's brighter than I was expecting it to be, but I think it's rich, it's vibrant, and I think it draws you in, which I really like. So yeah, I had a lot of fun. Looks like I spilled something on there. And then there's a Chromatech glitter gel pen border. So that was my first one. So that went towards Colour Your Hoard, February Colour Your Hoard 2024. And that was Toa Goodridge, Gnome Sweet Gnome. Then, one of my focus artists for 2024, Kirby Rosanne. And I did a relatively simple page. Although it's a double page spread, it was relatively simple, to be honest. So I based all of the trees and the leaves in Ecoline water-based markers. I also used some Pitt pens. Oh yeah, the Pitt pens, I went all over with, there's a really pale yellow Faber-Castell Pitt pen, which I think is like Buttercup or something. And I went all over that for the background. And then I used polychromos for shading, and that's all this yellow shading and orange shading you see in the background and on the leaves and on the wood. So I did use a Ecoline here for the black, but I thought, if I do that, then I'm just going to lose all the texture from the fur. So I stopped that almost straight away. And then basically what I've done is I've just gone back in with pencils and gone in the way of the fur. So I haven't done much colouring on the panda. I've added a bit of shading. I've added a bit of kind of a goldeny yellow, because I got some reference pictures off Google. Added in some grey where it's not quite as black. So I haven't really done much with the pandas at all. The predominant bit of colouring with this was the background. But I really love the way that this has turned out. I'm really happy with it. I love the yellow and the orange in the background against the green of the leaves. So yeah, it was a relatively simple colour and didn't actually take me very long. And sometimes you can look at these Kirby Rosanne pictures and go, oh my goodness, I just don't know where to start. But this was relatively simple, and considering it was a double page, I think I'm happy with it. I am happy with it. So that was I'm going to call that 2 Kirby Rosanne pages in February. Then, I just chucked that on the floor. This was another artist to concentrate on in 2024. And this is Eie The Third Tale. And this was a colour along, a buddy colour, with Colouring Bumblebee on Instagram. I haven't quite received her picture yet, so I can't show it, unfortunately. But when it's ready, I will put them both up on Instagram. So she sent me several pages to look at. And, and I chose one that I was like, I don't think I'd choose this on my own because it's books and it's a very, very detailed page. But I am so happy with the way this turned out. I'm astonished, actually, that I've managed to get it kind of how I envisaged. And I kind of sent progress pictures to Colouring Bumblebee as I went along. I was like, I don't know what colour to do the walls. Should I do them green? Should I do them like a dark red? And I just had this dark red picture in my head with wood and things like that. So, yeah, so I'm really, really happy. And I had the vision of a teal chair. So I'm really happy with the way this turned out. And so many mediums were used on this picture. So pretty much everything was based with Derwent Inktense pencils. I find that really works really well in Eie's books. Give a nice layer. Then I went over with Black Widow pencils for shading. There's Posca pens in the wood at the top here, and for highlights. What else there? Pentel dual hybrids, and again you might be able to see that on some of the books. What else? The Cora Jelly Roll Glaze. I've used that on the chair, on the globe holder, on the bottom of this table. And that is about it. But I can't tell you how happy I am with this page. Again, it's rich in colour. I even got some lighting effects on here again, which I'm not usually very good at. I'm just really happy with it. Can't really say anything more. Yeah. Turns out better than I ever imagined it would. So I'm going to keep doing that in Eie's books. I'm going to continue using Derwent Inktense. And there have been some questions about what to use in Eie's books because other people have been finding the paper quite difficult. But I found Inktense Black Widows work for me, so that's what we're sticking with. So that was Romantic Country, The Third Tale by Eie. I can't go a month without doing a Matchstick Mouse. So I did one where he was sick in bed this month. This one, very, very cute. Was it Arteza Ever Blend? Let me just check. Ooh, I can't see. Oh, maybe it is. Don't know. Bedroom. Arteza Ever Blend alcohol markers. Arteza Expert pencils on the top. Posca pen. That's for the curtains. And Pentel dual hybrid. There's bits in the gold bits in there. Love it. Very, very cute. Again, it's purple and yellow, so very similar to my Fairy and Fantasy page. Must have a bit of an obsession with that this month. But really like the way that one turned out. So that was Matchstick Mouse, a winter colouring book. Then I think this book was released this month, A Million Baby Animals. I was on a no-buy. And I think this one just about snuck in for the no-buy. I think I got a refund for something. And so I was able to buy that with the refund money. I can't remember what it was that I got a refund on. Yeah, that's how I was able to buy it. And I did this page. I just love this. This is very, very cute. And what did I do with this? Heart. Black Widow pencils. I quite like Black Widow pencils or Lulu Mayo. Posca pens. Lots of Posca going around the outside of the flowers. Stickles I used on the bit in the background. Distress ink with a stencil for the background. And pip pens. I think I based some of these animals in Faber-Castell pip pens, and that did make it a little easier to kind of get the fur look in some of these things. And I went for very unusual colours for me. I think I went for the Fluff. 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 I think I went normally my flowers be all red, pink and purple, but slightly different for me, which I quite like. I particularly like this colour combo at the bottom. So yeah, A Million Baby Animals by Lulu Mayo. Then I hadn't done anything in this book for a little while, so I picked one out from Bowls of Fluff. And I did this one. Again, this I feel very, very muted colour tones for me. What did I do? Balls of Fluff, Polychromos pencils, Jelly Roll Glaze on the umbrella and the like bits of her dress, Neo Colour 2 for the blue background, and I made some little puddles under her feet, so some stickles in the bottom. And that was about it, really. I had a lot of fun with this page. I really liked just the kind of muted tones I've used. It's slightly different from me, not as bright as usual, although I did use yellow. So that was Balls of Fluff. That's that one. Okay, and then I did 2 Hannah Lynn in here, Sweet and Simple Whimsy Girls. I've just got to find them. So the first one was definitely that one. So that was the mermaid picture. This was Arteza Everblend, alcohol markers, Arteza Expert pencils over the top, Pentel Dual Hybrid, and some stickles. The stickles is in like the bubbles in the water. I really like the red hair. I really love this orange against the teal, and the fish just stand out as well. I just love this page. So her skin tone didn't go so well. I think I'm going to do skin tones with pencil in future and see how I go better. I like this one, but I really messed up her skin tone. This was Arteza Everblend, Arteza Expert, Posca pens, which went round all the hearts, Pentel Dual Pro Hybrid, and Chromatech Glitter Gel pen for the border. Again, I really, really messed up her skin tone, especially on the arms and these bits here. So I normally base it in alcohol markers, but I think I'm going to start doing full pencil skin tones and see how I go with that. I really like the vibrancy of the picture, the purple and the pink, and I love her hair, the skin, you know, the colour of her hair. So that was that one. There was 2 in Sweet and Simple Whimsy Girls. So I did 3 Hannah Lynn this month, 2 Kirby Rosanne, 1 Erie, and 2 Johanna Basford. This is my final one of the month. And I had a lot of fun with this one as well. I've got to find it first. And I did this page. And I really, really love this. This was Polychromos pencils. Also Brute Funa macarons, because I used a lot of them for the flowers. Acrylic paint pens that went around most of the flowers at the top. It went around the leaves. Pentel Dual Hybrid, which is in this kind of, I don't actually know, probably little highlights here and there. TBC Silky Crayons and Gelatos for the kind of turquoisey background. I love everything about this page. This just came together and worked really, really well. And I think it was one of the first ones I did in the month. And I had a lot of fun with it, especially like my starry window in the bathroom. Yeah, so that was from Rooms of Wonder by Johanna Basford. So that is all my completed pages for February. I really enjoyed this month's colouring, and I hope I continue to enjoy it into March. I am going to be bringing you my A is 4 video. That's what I've decided to call them, my A to Z series. And we're just going to see how it goes and see how they are received. But I'm going to begin to start them this week. So thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you all again soon. Lots of love.